Welcome to HQ Xtra. Finally, we're back. Joining me is none other than Chris Buckley, the man can sell ice to Eskimos, Santa a desert man. Mate, great to see you. Welcome back.
Mate, it's been a fair while, hasn't it? I don't know. I think we were just looking before our last show was
6 months.
May.
6 months.
Which is 5. Oh yes, no,
5, 6 months.
5, 6
something
months.
like that.
A long time ago, anyway. So yeah, it's great to be back and finally out of lockdown, which is good for everyone. Well, in Sydney anyway. So
Mate, we to be on, like, just looking back, we're the only state that hasn't done a championship round. Besides Victoria, I think they might get a championship round in and finish a championship at the end of the year with 3 rounds. The New South Wales itself, we've got 1 round and we ain't got another round to come.
Well, we do have another one to come. It's in December 11th. There's another round to happen, which has been scheduled for Wakefield Park, and that's something we're going to sort of discuss a little bit later on. There's a few things going on behind the scenes that, yeah, not making us very happy, but anyway.
But the good thing is, every other state out there is doing a great job. They are racing. Western Australia has had 5, 6 rounds. South Australia has been racing. Queensland is back up and racing. Tassie's full book of racing. You know, I mean, we got the championship points to go through from each state. Look, to everyone out there that's had to put up with COVID lockdown and all that there, I hope you guys are doing really well, and all we can say, it's great to be back. But if there is anyone out there that needs to talk or they've got issues of any sort, please, you know, look up something, look up where you need to be, the people you need to talk to somebody. I mean, I'm not an expert, I haven't got the...
Talk to Wayne, he's great at listening.
But yeah, bloody oath.
He talks a lot too, but he does listen.
It's not where you, it's like racing, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. So if anyone needs any talk, anything out there, you know, just...
Because as we all know, there are people out there who are struggling and who are doing it pretty tough, and yeah, like I said, it's good for us. We are having some freedoms at the moment, which is great, and hopefully it continues, and we keep going where we are, and we sort of have some sort of normality back, because it's been a pretty tough 18 months for everyone. So.
Well, it's not just 18 months, like it's been tough for everyone, but when you look at what kind of way we're going to come out of this in each state, so a lot of states are still racing, which is good. We're not going to lose too many people, cars and stuff like that, but again, how we're going to come out of this is how many cars we're going to lose, and whether people can afford to race, whether the cars are still ready. People, you know, people have they got jobs? Have they got this? Have they got that? So, look, it's going to be a tough few months, and to be honest, though, we've got a lot to look forward to shortly coming up. Tassie's still got a round to go for their championship. South Australia, I think, is done. Queensland got a couple of races to go. South Australia, like I said, is done. Victoria got 2 big races.
Really big races. They got the historics and the 4-hour.
WA got a round to go in a month's time too. So plenty of racing happening. Hopefully, we were hoping New South Wales would be on maybe on the V8 round, but that obviously didn't happen. And unfortunately, we've been HQs have been kicked in the arse again. But that's life, and we get on with it.
Yeah, did you see that photo? I think you actually shared it the other day.
That was a great shot.
The picture of the cars in WA over there. Just
WA.
Great shot, great photo.
Absolutely
good looking cars and some really good racing over there recently too, which is great. So.
Mate, yeah. But I think Rob's just trying to find that photo right now. But while we do that, let's like to thank all our sponsors, you know, that stuck by us for the last 6 months. That you know, you guys have been fantastic, sticking with us. Being there right from the start and right through this hard time. So Osborne Transport, Harvey's Towing, CR International, Asset Plumbing, Howe Automotive, Southern Suns Landscapes, Mini Creek Concrete, Command Digital, Hands On First Aid, Ready Strip, Priceless Images, Equity Views Construction, Tyre Power Victoria and Dart Racing. Mate, we're so blessed that we do this show.
Priceline? You were there at 12:01, weren't you? 12:01. Last Monday you were there. They're open, mate.
Open day. Priceline. Let's get. You know, we've had you guys, and we're lucky to have not just one, but a whole bunch of you guys supporting us and the love for HQ Racing. So thank you very, very much. Again,
they're fantastic. You guys really are fantastic. We do appreciate it.
The HQ fraternity and family all around Australia has been unreal, and that's what makes us the best category.
Absolutely.
By far.
By far.
By far.
Unfortunately, we don't get treated that way sometimes. But
Here's that photo.
there is that photo. Looks awesome. They must have had a power cruise there recently too, all those burnout marks, but because they're certainly not from the HQs.
Oh, is that Toffee right at the back?
I don't know who it is. To me, I thought it looks like.
It looks like an old car that Peter Green.
No, it looks like what's his Boys from the Bush.
Oh, Peterson.
Yeah, no,
Peterson.
no.
Redgrave.
Redgrave, yeah, Dave.
Yes, Dave Redgrave.
Redgrave's car.
I wonder who that.
It was a late start.
Who's that poor
He probably had a bit of problem with the outlap like someone else we know. Anyway,
wow,
what a good photo.
That is a really good photo.
It was, yeah.
So thank you for sending that to us, guys, and appreciate the Western Australia guys. You're doing a great job, Michael Howlett, and all the information we get. Again, we've put this show together as quick as possible so we can get out there because there's a lot to talk about. We definitely want to let everyone know that racing's back on pretty much everywhere but New South Wales at this stage, and Victoria. We need to let you all you guys know. So things haven't changed. I still fuck everything up.
Bumbling.
Yeah.
Massive uncertainty.
5th to the 7th of November is the historic round at Sandown, and this is a massive meeting. And it is also free entry to the interstaters. So if anyone is interested in going to Victoria to race in Sandown, get there. It's a month, just over 3 or 4 weeks away.
Yep.
Massive meeting, and then at the end of November, you got the 4 hour, and that's where we.
Before you go there, just before you go there, Sandown entries actually close this Friday. So if you are thinking if you are thinking about making the trip down there to have a race, the borders are open. You are allowed to go. You don't have to quarantine or anything like that. HQ Racing Victoria, as Wayne said, were kind enough to supply free entry to any interstate guests that come down and want to race, which is really fantastic of them guys. Here's some good footage of Sandown actually, which is great for them guys, and hopefully they get a good number of cars there. And as you said, a massive event, the Historics at Sandown, on a fantastic track too.
Big speed track. Look at Woodsy going on out there. Now this is
having a crack.
A little while ago. This is not a recent.
This is
I think this is a little while ago.
No, was it last year or
it might have been
this
the
year?
start of this year.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. Well, it's just a horsepower track, that one, and if it's on your bucket list, mate, definitely get out there and do that. But if you can't get to that one and you're not sure about what's happening with your states with lockdown, in the sense of, sorry, not lockdown, quarantines, just check before you do anything, and before you do make a commitment to it, make sure that you can get back in your state and do what you need to do. But if not, let's get to racing, and let's get to...
This is fantastic.
Oh, mate,
if you haven't seen this clip, keep an eye on it because it's really good. It's close, it's tight, it's fast. It's not rough, but it's a little bit of touching. Yeah, a bit of touching there, but really good from all those fellas. And
well, like when you see they like, just makes you envy about. You want to get back on the track.
It's just been so long, hasn't it?
Oh, you're not wrong.
I think our last race was the Hopwood.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Yep, it was.
Yeah.
And that was when,
March, April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you all guys know, that we are missing somebody. We were supposed to have a special guest tonight, but unfortunately he's got work commitments, so couldn't make it. We won't mention who it was. We'll get him on. We'll get them back another time. Ian McLean's not here. Macca, our Facebook guru and behind the scenes guru, has also set up an E-Series. The E-Series is up and running. If you need any information, let us know. Get in contact with us. Get in contact by sending any information you can, and we can pass on any information you need to get started. And yeah, the E-Series is up and running and going well, and it's a new platform.
Yeah, it is.
I don't have all the information in front of me, as I haven't had a chance to get on it because my sim hasn't been. I haven't been able to get on my sim at all. So,
well, yeah, if you do want to get involved, just send us a message, and we'll get back to you with all the details you need to get involved. Have a go. Have a crack.
Yeah, and Ian, I'm pretty sure Ian will let you know. Guys, too, just to let you know, please let everyone know that we're back, and we're having the show. Please share our Facebook feed, and let's get the numbers back up there, right up there where we need to be again. We've pretty much thrown this show together quick to let you guys know that we are back and we are thinking. So if there's any information you want us to pass on or promote for you guys, please let us know. That's what we're here. That's what we're here to do, and make the category strong as ever, like we always do.
Not long after the Festival of Speed HQ Racing Victoria's also got the Winton 4-hour on as well.
That is going to be a massive one.
I think it's going to be big, mate, because I don't know what's going to happen in New South Wales at this stage in regards to our in regards to our racing, because the way things are going, we're only going to end up with 2 rounds, which is not going to constitute a championship. So we may all possibly head to Victoria and have a run in that fantastic event, because if you haven't done the 4-hour, which I know a lot have and a lot haven't, it's a pretty special weekend. Some great racing, great blokes, great fun. It's 4 hours of HQ racing, which is hectic but exciting and a great spectacle. So I think we're there with the amount of racing that's been happening around the country this year. I think they're expecting a pretty good crowd. I know our mate Mr. Heinrich from South Australia is a bit worried he might not be able to get across because borders may still not be open by then, but fingers crossed that he can, because he's going to be very hard to beat as usual. I
don't think it's the problem with the borders being open.
It's getting back. He's got a quarantine.
They've got a quarantine, and I mean, anyone that's got to do that, especially in Queensland, is the same. If you've got a quarantine, it's just...
Well, I think today they were saying that the Queensland border is going to open on the 1st of December. Or was it the 16th? The first? Anyway, it's around that time, so... Possibly, hopefully, if it does come forward to early December, the guys can come down possibly and have a run and then head back home, and just in time for the border or for the non-quarantine period to be to open up. So,
yeah.
But if you're in New South Wales or in Victoria and you're thinking about jumping on board and having a run at the 4, please don't hesitate. Get involved, get your entries in, because it will be a fantastic weekend. We'll be there having a run, having
Absolutely.
a crack.
Back it up.
Back it up, baby.
Hopefully we'll finish this one.
We finished the last one.
Yeah, we did.
We just didn't start
a few laps behind, but
we didn't start too good.
Yeah, we've had a fire, we had this, but we got past the outlap. That was a good thing.
You did.
Just a quick mention to our 2 producers here. Jeff is behind the scenes because he's too ugly to be in front of the camera, and Rob, the poof panel puncher from Putney, he's going to leave us. He's going to be moving up to Queensland and doing a few things. So
yeah, unfortunately, the sad news that Rob just a couple of weeks ago informed us that he's moving up to Queensland with his family, which is great for him. Unfortunately, it's a big loss for us, but so we certainly wish him all the best in his endeavours, and I think a bit of a lifestyle change up there for him, and still doing the same. He's able to work from home, which is great, so it doesn't matter where it is, he can still work, which is good. So as much as we're going to miss Rob, we certainly wish him the best, and hope everyone else does too.
Absolutely.
Because it's been fantastic for us and done a great job over the last 18 months or whatever it is. So.
These bastards are eating the Kit Kats.
Mate, I know they're eating.
Kit Kat behind the bloody thing. Well, yeah, I can smell it from here. Huh? I've got the COVID.
Jeff goes...
Hey, let me tell you, I do have the COVID. I do have the COVID stomach.
Ooh.
Oh, 10 in the bin.
10 in the bin.
10 in the bin.
Jeff was saying to me before, because we normally have something to eat. Oh,
yeah, we forgot today.
The takeaway shop's shut.
Well, how's this? We get here, set everything up, and all the programming's changed. So to get back live is we've done it pretty good before 9 o'clock. Toffee, we're only a couple of minutes late. Toffee, no comments. I haven't seen you, mate. What's going on? You stuck in the shit houses up there?
My better half said to me before we left, "You want to have some dinner before you go?" I said, "No, Wayne always gets dinner and puts it on."
Yeah, no, screwed that up.
Yeah, I don't need to eat. So the last time I ate was breakfast this morning, and
but mate, it looks like you could skip a meal anyway. You and me both. I could not eat for a week and still feel
skip at least.
How we got here? Couple of comments. Any? Nice to see you, Noel Matthews. Power Cruise was the week before, so spot on, lads. Yeah, great. So that was a cruise race thing, whatever.
No, mate, it's Power Cruise. People go there, they cruise around the track, they do burnouts.
That picture was a fantastic shot.
Cracker.
It was an absolute cracker.
The burnouts just add to the...
Oh, of course, absolutely.
The theatre of it all, mate, you know.
19 entries confirmed for the Historics at Sandown. Well done, guys, from Victoria. Well done indeed. I hope we get some more. Again, hope we can get some interstaters down there. Anyone there? There's still time. You've got 2 nights to get it in there. Get in touch with Ray Jardine or Andrew McLeod or anyone from Victoria that you might know. They'll give you the most information you can. But mate, look, Historic. If you're interested in racing in Victoria, Sandown track, brilliant track. One of my bucket lists is I want to get down there to do. It's like anything.
But the opportunity is to go there and race. And
look, you just want to race, and it's just those people are ready. Everyone's ready, or their cars are ready and able to get back out there. And if you can't make that, look, like we're going to get to states by state. Queensland's still got around on the 23rd of October. We've got Tassie's on the 21st and 20th of November. Malalar's got a non-championship round on the 20th of November as well. WA 13th of their last round is the 13th.
Yep.
There's still plenty of races. There's still races in the States, but look, to be honest, if you can't make the historic in Victoria, the big one we want, the big one we want, and to get as many as we can there, is the 4 hour at Winton. Dual driver.
Yep.
4 hours of track time. Friday
More
practice.
than that, it's the sprint races
your
as well.
Sprint races and that. It is an absolute brilliant day. Tyre change.
Pit lane garages.
Tyre change. Barbecue. Get to see everyone. Mate, how good would it be if we could get 40-something plus cars there?
Like
The goal was to get 50 cars, but I mean, look, I think that might be a tall stretch right now.
Yep.
But wow, I mean,
Like Wayne, like I was saying before, mate, if you haven't done it and you are thinking about maybe, you know, we haven't had a lot of racing this year, and thinking about doing a bit of travelling, and that's the one you want to go to, because honestly, it's the racing's fantastic, the crowds are good, it's a great atmosphere, and it's a really fun weekend. So
Toffee just sent us a message. He was being nice. Thanks, mate. I appreciate you being nice to us. Mate, it's great to see you. Like I said, please, guys, if you're out there, let everyone know that we're back. We're back on channel. We're back on Facebook, YouTube, and we share it. Like it, share, subscribe, whatever you need to do. Let's get it out there so we can make HQ Racing bigger and better. Again, guys, we apologise that we haven't been online.
yeah,
Ian Macker from behind the scenes have been doing a great job with Facebook. To all the guys, everyone out there that's been sending us so much information, we appreciate everything you guys do. Like I said, we sort of like put this show together as quick as we possibly can.
yep.
One, to give Jeff a chance to learn the ropes around the back. Let everyone know that the E-Series is on. Wish Rob the best, obviously. Mate, Victoria, like I said, a couple of big rounds. So much happening, but please, again, like, share, and let everyone know that we're back.
Jeff's actually behind the boards at the moment. He's I'm in control as we speak, and doing a really good job, Jeff. So yeah, mate, well done, buddy. And you're a bit late on the camera call, but it's okay, mate. We'll forgive you.
We're in
It's
it.
all a learning experience, I'm sure.
Well, as you can see, our beautiful studio here in his porno palace here, the dungeon, the porno dungeon, I like to call it, because I think that's what it was when. Mate, have a look at this place. There. Anyway, beggars can't be choosers. We're lucky to have you.
We love it.
Lucky to be here.
We love it.
So
We love it.
it's
We
great.
love it. We love it.
Yeah. So again, guys, plenty of things to do, plenty of places to go, and it's just a matter of getting everyone up and running. And
Yeah.
let us know how you guys going.
Speaking of the four, there's a post today from our mate Kevin Stootman in regards to who's going to be coming down and running. If you are watching and you are thinking about it, just give us a little message. Yeah, I'm interested, I'm coming, or whatever else, because we are really trying to promote this as much as we can. Myself and Hollywood here, we're going to go. I know there's many more from New South Wales that are going down. Deering, Parker, I would assume Osborne, Baxter.
I dare say, depending on work,
Possibly
like the Harrisons,
Boland,
yeah.
Harpers.
Yeah. Pedro's looking for a drive. At the moment, he's a single guy, but he I don't know what's happening there. Which is to the next question. What are the rules and stipulations of being on racetrack? I believe everyone's got to be double vaxxed and have all those kind of things. Whether you agree with these things or not, I'm not here to judge. But if you want to race, do what you need to do to race. Like anything, we do what we need to do to race. We have rules and regulations we've got to follow to race. It's no biggie, just do it.
Yeah,
Let's race. Again,
Each to their own, mate.
each to their own.
Anyway,
I'm not here
let's
to
just
judge,
move
I'm
off
not
that.
here-
We don't want to go there. That's not what we're about. We're not
No,
about
that's
that.
exactly right. We're not here about that.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so look, it's put it in your calendar. I know we've booked accommodation. I know others have already booked accommodation. So getting quick, because there may there are a lot of other racing on that same weekend. I think there's a big XL race there as well. So there will be plenty of people in town, and the accommodation always gets sort of taken pretty quickly. So yeah, get on and have a look at that and maybe organise that as well. But please, if you get a chance, come down and enjoy the fun, because it is going to be one awesome event.
Oh, definitely. Well, let's go around the states and we'll get going, and we'll have a look at South Australia. I think we got South Australia. So let's have a look here. Bucko, what do we got?
No, we do have South
I'll
Australia.
give you that. There you go.
Okay.
Let's have a look at the championship points at this stage anyway. The top 5 at this stage is Darren Jenkins, on 505. Lee Smith on 478. Corey Bradley on 470. Anthony Bowbridge 407, and Scott Allen on 320. Darren Crouch right behind there. I think he's on 260.
Yeah. Well, mate, they are racing alongside I would say the saloon cars, I would think, because it's they're combined there with them as well. But some really good times, and I'll just go through qualifying quickly. We had our mate Darren Jenkins on top there, qualified in pole. Lee Smith, Anthony Bobridge, Corey Bradley, Anthony Whitehair, Scott Vickery, Scott Allen, John Hill. Oh, and they're in front of the minis and the two minis as well. So well done, boys. But yeah, they were what have we got there? 2, 4, 10 cars, which is great. Unfortunately, no Heinrichs. They weren't there, which is a shame. But good to see some good racing there. Jenko on top again. Race 1. On the Saturday morning, we had taken out by Darren Jenkins, Lee Smith second, and Anthony Bobridge first. There's a notable exclusion there. Crouchy, yeah.
I don't think he raced the last 2 rounds, actually.
No?
To be honest, I think he was up there too in the championship, but didn't run the last 2 rounds, and the Heinrichs hadn't been there for a while too.
He did some good interviews for us the last round.
He did, didn't he? Up at Northern Territory.
Yeah.
How good are they? The South. That's why I'm very proud of this show, because we've opened it up for a lot of people. Crouchy's been a character and been part of HQ Racing for a long time as well.
Yep.
And
a great bloke.
And a great bloke, yeah. And I thank you to Darren Jenkins and all that, and to all the guys who went up to the Northern Territory and raced up there, and and showed us those interviews. So it was really good to have them there. So thank you very much.
Race 2. Darren Jenkins again on top, Lee Smith in second, Anthony Bobridge third, Corey Bradley, Scott Allen, Scott Vickery, Anthony Whitehair and John Hill. Race 3 is interesting. I don't know what happened here, and hopefully someone's watching might be able to tell us, but race 3 was taken out by a Commodore, and then there was a Mini, and then from 3rd to 10th, all HQ, must have been a big crash.
Rain.
No, the DNF, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but must have been possibly a big crash, because they finished in front of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Commodores.
Yeah, they normally do that if it rains. The Commodores, because the tyres they use and that, the HQs are slightly better in the rain.
Yeah, right.
I know that was the case once when we went to watch. I went to watch them at the Bend. The Kiwis were, because of the rain, the saloon cars wasn't the best in traction, so that could be a reason.
Well, Darren Jenkins is...
the saloon car drivers are just shit.
Darren Jenkins has got the hat-trick there. He's taken out race 3 as well, followed by Corey Bradley, Lee Smith, Scott Allen, Anthony Whitehair, Anthony Bobridge, Scott Vickery, John Hill. So Jenko's on top there, mate, in every single race, and qualified on pole, and he won the last as well, so good effort, Darren.
Jenko, clean sweep.
Well done, mate.
Well done indeed, and like I said, he's leading the championship. I know they have right now. They have on the 20th of November, Malala. It's a non-championship round, and I think they have a hill climb as well on the 7th of November. I think it's a hill climb day, so I don't think that's part of their championship. So I think their championship's done and dusted, and I believe like I said, Darren Jenkins, Lee Smith, and Corey Bradley are your top 3. If I'm wrong, please let me know, guys. Let me know. We'll rectify that. But great racing, everyone in South Australia. It's good to see you guys still out there. Just a quick one on Joel Heinrich. That I know too the other week that he went dirt cart racing.
He's been doing it for a while, yeah.
Yeah, and he raced over the weekend in 5 categories. 5, was it? 5 categories, and he picked up a trophy in every single category. I think it was, and when I say that, I think the 4th and 5th got a trophy as well. But I think he had 2 wins, 2 firsts, or 2 seconds, a first, 2 seconds, a third, and a 4th, something like that. Out of the 5 categories, he was right up there. I mean, the kids.
He can steer, mate.
He can steer. A kid's just a racing freak, but
no, he's very good.
Oh, don't worry, he's still got a cock whack coming. I haven't forgotten.
Okay.
2 years, and I'm waiting. Absolutely. Revenge is going to be sweet.
We'll see.
And Kenny Wright, double waxed. Kenny, what's going on there, brother? Double waxed.
Double
Bikini
waxed.
line? Bikini line? You got more hair on your ass than your chest? Something we should know? You and Mac have been really close, I'm starting to wonder. Is there a bromance from different states? These are the questions COVID have asked. Of it.
All right, let's move on a little bit, mate.
Yeah, why not?
Tassie's had a bit of racing coming down there. We have the first one we've got is from Baskerville, which is September 17th, and what do we have? 10 cars there, which is good. Mate, from last year, from early last year, they were doing.
They're getting strong.
They had 2 or 3 cars that are meeting, which was terrible, and they're coming on strong, which is great to see. So, really well done, guys. It's a good effort. Qualifying, we had Toffee on top there. That was in September. Qualified on pole in his new white car. We had Phil Ashley in second and Otis Corbell in third. Andrew Bird, Neville Rattray, Wayne Nichols, Andrew Bennett, Alex Bird, and Anthony Finney.
There's some video footage out there too, by the way, on Facebook, I believe, of the Tassie of Tassie racing.
Toffee had it, I think, in his in car.
Yeah, Toffee's in car. Mate, some of the racing's unreal. These guys down in Tassie are absolutely brilliant racing.
Yeah.
Just to, you know.
Baskerville's got that hill climb, right, which interests me, and I don't know, you guys maybe you're watching from Tassie can tell me, but I see some people go up there and dead set, wring his neck out in second and leave it in second and take the turn, and then other people will go up there and then click it into third just before the turn and go around. I don't know, it's right one of those corners that's sort of, yes, no, mate, which way's faster, but obviously everyone's got a different opinion, but looking at it, it'd be quite, because it's a sort of a blind hill that goes off to the left, and it'd be a lot of fun, I think, trying to hold it flat through there.
If they did,
second.
I'm pretty sure they are doing it again, and we'll confirm that because Toffee's online, and there's a few other guys will probably be online. But I believe that the Tassie will be doing that January double header again. So one weekend will be Baskerville, and the other end will be Symmons Plains.
Wow, beautiful.
I think. Is it Symmons Plains? Yeah. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Can HQ Xtra send me down there?
Yeah, of course we can. Yeah. The only thing is, it falls on my anniversary.
Well, I'll go. You can go.
Australia Day's my anniversary, and it falls that. See, I'm screwed.
Yeah. Well, you can stay home with your lovely wife, and I'll go down to Tassie and.
No, you stay home with my lovely wife, and I'll go to Tassie.
Yeah, right. No, she is lovely though. She really is.
She puts up with me.
And patient, obviously. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to go. All right.
Done.
Done.
Lock it in.
Toffee.
Is it on?
Let
us know.
Someone got a car I can borrow?
January, big race meeting.
Anyway. Race 1, Phil Ashton back on top, Toffee back into second, Otis Corbell in third. These three have been battling it out for years, these three. And Neville Rattray's always in there as well. Wayne Nichols, Andrew Bennett, Anthony Vinney, Alex Bird and Andrew Bird. Unfortunately.
Not only Andrew Bird's been right up there too.
Well, unfortunately Andrew with the DNF in the first race.
Yeah.
Race 2. Phil Ashton on top again.
No surprise.
Someone was saying to me, I think you said to me before he's won 100 and...
Oh, I'm going to get to that, yeah. Yep, I'm going to get to that.
Sorry, I just broke
Don't steal me thunder.
Sorry, Scoop. Here we go. There's a bit of footage from the Symmons Plains there as well, which is great. I'm actually reading basketball, that's okay. Jeff Rowe. Anyway, Phil Ashton on top again in race 2. Andrew Toth, Otis Corbell, Neville Rattray, Anthony Vinney, Wayne Nichols, Andrew Bennett and Alex Bird. I think the must have had a monumental failure there for Andrew Bird because he didn't start that second race. So.
Toffee has a spare car.
Does he?
Toffee has a spare car.
Is that what he said?
Bucko, be in.
I'm in, mate.
Lock it in. HQ Extra's coming down.
100%. Never been to Tassie, and I just want to race on that basketball track. I think it's my kind of racetrack. I think so.
You always say that you've been to the map of Tassie.
I never say that, Wayne.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that saying when I was a kid.
No.
You ever been to the map of Tassie? You seen the map of Tassie?
Moving on.
Moving on.
Race 3.
Sorry for those females.
Phil Ashland, Otis Corbell, Andrew Toth again, Neville Rattray, Andrew Bennett, Wayne Nichols, Anthony Vinney, and Alex Bird. Isn't there something you'd like to do?
What do you mean?
Basketball racetrack. Have you looked at it? It's just a really cool, tight, fun.
It looks like a fast track.
No, I don't think it's that fast. It's fast. They're all fast.
Which one's fast?
Symmons Plains is fast. It's got the long straights and it's got the hairpin.
I reckon Baskerville's more.
Nah.
More flowing, more.
No, I think it's a bit
I don't
tight, a
think
bit
it, yeah,
short.
I think it's more
only
on
really
the
got
edge.
yeah.
I think Baskerville's more on the edge than
Oh,
the
100%.
Simmons Plains. Besides that tight turn up at Simmons Plains, it's really, I mean, Baskerville's looks a lot more technical.
Yeah, technical. That's the word I'm looking for. It's definitely more technical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking at the championship points after that.
There was 2 more races.
Oh, sorry.
I'll just go through the top 3.
You keep going. I'm going to grab some water.
Race 4,
Parched.
top 3 again was Phil Ashton, Otis Caldwell, Andrew Toth. Race 5, which they put as race 6 because there was definitely no race 5 there, was Phil Ashton again, Andrew Toth, and Anthony Vinnie. We had some problems there with the Vikings machine, obviously, because he didn't race or didn't finish. One of the two didn't
Broke a
race.
fingernail. Otis, the Viking, broke a fingernail.
Broke a fingernail. I don't think it bothered him.
No.
He likes a bit of a punch on by the looks of it.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a bushman. He likes his hunting. I don't think a fingernail's going to bother him.
So
But he might have something to say to you next time he sees you.
Please.
I hope so.
He's into his kickboxing and all that kind of stuff. And the Ranger's fighting.
The Viking.
The Viking. How good is that name for him, though, when we first met him? So, don't worry, if we haven't given you a nickname, we'll get to you.
Wayne will get you.
Don't worry.
He doesn't miss anyone.
We will get to you eventually.
Everyone gets one.
That's it. So, yeah, Mad Dog, Phil Ashland on the top of 688 points. So, Otis Caldwell, 657. Andrew Bird, 591. Neville Rattray at 487. And Wayne Nichols on 424 points. So, Phil Ashland and Otis right up there. 109 wins Phil Ashland has had, and I believe 100 of them have been in this yellow car that he's owned.
109.
109 all up.
Wow.
I haven't even had 109 finishes.
All starts.
Shut up. Actually, I should say laps. I haven't even had 109 laps.
Well, you
Wow.
probably might adjust. But you certainly haven't had. You probably haven't had 109
But
starts.
let me tell you, the racing down in Tassie with the guys down there, like I said, Ashland, Caldwell, Bird, Rattray, Nichols, Toffee. These guys.
They're not massive numbers, but they're fantastic from where they were. But the racing, I think, is
The quality.
spot on.
The quality.
Yeah.
The quality of racing in Tassie is brilliant. And like I said, that hopefully they're doing that double header again, Baskerville and Simmons
Well,
Plains.
mate, I just got to send a text there from Tothy. It says that corner you're talking about is called Skyline.
Yep.
Is blind and off camber on entry, which is great fun. And yes, we're invited back to the Tassie thing
There you
next
go.
year. So
Perfect. So guys,
I'll see you there. He might not, but I will. I'm coming.
yeah. So again, if you guys aren't racing or not planning to do anything this year, what an opener, what a start to 2022 by getting down to Tassie and racing in those 2 weekends. Not only would you have a great racing, you get to race 2 quality tracks against some great opposition, and you get to see the map of Tassie. Sorry, Tassie.
You're a clown. Cut up yourself.
Apparently there's a lot of bush.
Anyway,
Map of Tassie. Anyway, moving on.
congratulations, Phil, on that massive
Yeah.
achievement too, mate. I think the only other person I know who's won, I don't know how many it is, but he's very close. I know he's won over 100, and that's Brett Osborne.
Has he won over 100 already? Wow. Percentage rate is high.
Massive.
Very, very high.
How many you won?
I haven't won one.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
That's right. Yeah. Marbles count? I won a lot of marbles
Don't think so.
when I was a kid. Just play marbles. What about flick football cards and stuff like that?
You'd be
I
good
was
at that.
good- I was
Oh,
good
you'd
at
be real good
I was
at
good
that.
at that.
You're one of those kids, weren't you?
Oh, shit. and rub it in, yeah. Rub it in.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, right. Okay, let's just go to WA quickly before we head back to Tassie there, because there's one more round there at Tassie. But WA had a round at Wanneroo Raceway on Saturday, October 16th, so just recently, just last weekend. That's where that picture was from.
Mm-hmm.
Qualifying, we saw Michael Howlett, Michael Woodbridge, Brian Pangler, Dennis Russell, Grant Ord, Ryan Davis, Scott Hames, Philip Breen, Mark Alfonsi, mate.
I think that's the car, the look-alike of Mad Max,
Mad
the
Max?
Copper.
It is.
Copper's car, the Ford,
Troy Kent,
look-alike.
and fortunately David Byrne had some issues, he didn't qualify, but 11 cars there, so not a bad effort from those guys. Race 1 was taken out by Michael Howlett, Michael Woodbridge in second. These two have been fighting it out for years too, haven't they? Ryan Davis moved up the field really well, so congratulations, Ryan, and you are right on the money. Only a couple of points of a second off those two at the front, which is fantastic. Brian Pangler, Grant Orr, Dennis Russell, Scott Hames, Philip Breen, David Byrne, Troy Kent did not finish, and Mr. Alfonsi didn't start. So unfortunately, a little bit of an issue there. Moving on to race 2, and Michael Howard again, followed by the ever-improving and flying Ryan Davis into second.
Oh, he's on fire, right?
We met Ryan when we went to the
Nationals.
Here's some good footage from there too. We went to the it was a Nationals, yeah. And him and his lovely wife and all the WA guys, and what a champion fella. He's a really good bloke, and obviously his efforts are paying off because he's up there at the front. And right on Michael Howard's tail we've got a 16.14 and a 16.15, so well done, Ryan. Fantastic effort, mate, good job.
Absolutely.
Michael Woodbridge in third, Scott Hames fourth, and running out the top 5 was Mark Alfonsi. He's back. He got back in there and up the top 5. Well done. They have a big weekend there too, plenty of racing. Race 3.
Well, they like to have double headers, don't they? Sometimes I'm not sure if this was a double header, but sometimes they have a qualifying in 3 or 4 races on the Saturday and then back it up and do it again on the Sunday. I'm not sure if this was one of them, but mate, again, they've had 6 rounds and they've got 1 round to go, so keep going.
Round 3, race 3. Michael Howlett, Ryan Davis, Michael Woodbridge, Scott Hames, Philip Breen, Mr. Alfonsi, David Byrne, Dennis Russell, Troy Kent, and a couple of not starters there was Grant Ord and Brian Pangler. So a great weekend of racing in WA, and as you can see from the footage here, I think they had a 3 over the line finish, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, they had it. Michael Howard had some in-car footage, or someone had some in-car footage there, and they finished three abreast across the line. So nice and tight, nice and close. Plenty of great HQ racing action. Well done.
It's a shame that they're just so far away.
I know.
That unfortunately, believe it or not, like Perth is the most isolated city in the world. 2,000 k's from any major city, which is, again, but look at the quality of racing and the cars they get there. Again, big improvement from Ryan Davis. Mick Woodbridge is...
Here's another nice track. I think a good track, this one. It's got a, we did this on the E-Series last year. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was a really good track to race on. Not that it was there. I think you actually went there, didn't you, for the Nationals in 07?
I did. In 2014, I drove across and drove... Yeah, it was 2014 or 10?
No, it was 10.
2010, you're right, 2010. I drove Keith Walters' car over.
Yep.
And teed up with like Greenie and all them. So great weekend.
Speaking of Keith Walters, another ex-Sydney paddy now.
I'm not sure if he's still got his car.
I think he still has his car. I honestly do.
If anyone knows,
he's actually a good mate of my
if anyone knows that Keith Walters has still got his car,
he does watch our show too, and he does.
Yeah, so. Great bloke, absolute lovely bloke too.
Rob would remember him, wouldn't you, Rob? Yep.
Just quickly going back to Tassie too. By the way, they've got 1 more round to go, and that's on the 20th, 21st of November at Baskerville. So still 1 more round to go, and the championship's wide open over there. So. Tassie for the Tassie guys, but getting back to Western Australia, Mick Woodbridge is on top at this stage, 349. Ryan Davis 285. We've got Michael Howlett 277. Scott Hames 230, and Dennis Russell on 229. They're your top 5 in the championship, so I'm not sure on what's happening if there's because they normally have B grade and stuff like that. Guys, if there is B grades and stuff like that, let us know. I apologise, we're just reading out the top 5. As you know, we just come back, so once we get all our information together for the next couple of shows, we'll be in full swing and everything can be great again. So they've got 1 more round to go as well, and that is on the 13th of November at Wanneroo. So 1 more round to go. It's although Mick Woodbridge is pretty much about 66 points clear at this stage, and look, it's going to be pretty hard to run down in the WA Championship. But again, big improvement from Ryan Davis. Is in front of Michael Howlett at the moment. Howlett's had a couple of issues, and big notice that Butts hasn't been racing yet. Mr. Whippy.
Another one of yours.
Hasn't been racing. I don't think he's raced a lot, but
he's getting married, mate.
You're not wrong. Poor bastard. Don't do it. If I could be a marriage counsellor.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
I just don't do it.
My wife's watching. 2, so this will be good. Keep going.
Another reason why I say don't do it. She's got to put up with you. My wife's got to put up with me, for God's sake.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyway.
She deserves something
Yeah.
pretty special.
Oh, I am special.
We know you're special. There's no doubt you're special. Here we go, look, 3 across the line. I think this is
3 across the line, here we go.
Is that the
No,
finish?
that's not it.
No.
How good,
It's bloody good racing,
again,
isn't it?
how good are the quality of cars, how good they look?
Cars look good, beautiful weather, beautiful track, and really
And
close.
that goes right across the board. I just want to point out, right across the board, Australia, HQ Xtra, and since we've started, the showmanship of the cars, and has been absolutely great. You look at it, you go up to a HQ now, and they look very well presented. Back in the day when I first started, they were dinged up, and they were, you know, holding race tape, holding things on and stuff like that.
Mate,
not very good, but not very well presented.
Presentation of nearly all cars these days is fantastic, and it's what we need as a category to, you know, we've got cars now that, as we all know, are worth a shitload of money.
And that's another talk.
And you can't. Well, you can, but we don't crash and bash. It's out of the, which is great, I think. Anyway, I'd rather race clean and fast and you know, maybe rub a little, but not touch so much as I used to, which is good. The racing's still close. It's still exciting. It's still you know, door to door, but it's not. There's not so many. What was the word? Kamikazes anymore. Yeah. Because as we all know, they're too hard to fix and cost too much these days.
It's funny when back in the day when the HQs were on the V8 rounds, and you'd get up on all these muscle car masters rounds. You get on these big ticketed race days, and they say, oh, well, you guys are causing too much havoc, taking too much time on the track, and we've got to clean up too much this, that, and the other. And then you have the utes and this, that, and the other. They cause more havoc every race than a HQs ever did in the 15 years or so that we were on racing HQs, like racing with the V8s and everything. Yeah. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, shit. It's just...
Please.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, people want to see some good racing. Yeah. HQs do that. Yeah. I mean, obviously we just...
Did you do this one yet?
Tassie, we done Tassie?
I mean, there's 2 rounds of Tassie, mate.
There's 2 rounds of Tassie.
That one, the first one was basketball, that one's Simmons Plains.
Right. Okay. Well, we've already read out the... Why don't you tell us when we've done Tassie?
Oh my God.
Kind of a, you know, that's what we're going to put up with.
I just got a message, mate.
Who'd you get a message off?
It says...
Alfonsi.
No,
A, B, C grades.
You have received $53,016.90 as a net profit of your last investment.
Beautiful. So you're the next sponsor?
Yeah, should I click on it?
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else is getting these, but I'm fucking over it. Sorry, I'm over it.
Oh, yeah. I love these messages you get on Messenger, and they get a message on the phone. That's all. Everything's a scam now. Anyway. Oh, I've got to tell you a quick story. This is how good my luck is, right? As you know, I can't even get past the outlap. Well, anyway, we've been playing lotto, and I've been putting lotto on, and I said to Michelle, I said, look, here's my lotto numbers. Now, most of the lotto numbers I put on are in the 20s. So I've gone back for the last 8 weeks to show all the lotto numbers. There was 6 20s all up in the last 8 weeks of lotto draws, and I've had, since I've started playing lotto, they don't even come out. My numbers don't even come out.
You did say the lucky.
I had a share in a racehorse. We sold the racehorse. As soon as we sell it, it won and paid $111. I just can't take a trick, mate. You know.
You did set the luckiest bloke I know.
Oh, mate, if it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all.
By far.
But anyway. So anyway, these guys had a lot better luck because they raced. No surprise here. Phil Ashland, Andrew Bird, Otis Cordwell, Andy Bennett, Neville Rattray, Anthony Very, and Wayne Nichols. 7 cars. I think that's race 1. Yep, we're pointing that camera.
It says there, mate.
Yep.
It says race 1.
All right. I know I've been away. Okay, so where's race 2? It's gone straight to race 3.
Because that was missing as well. I shit you not. Go on that soft and have a look.
This is why you gave it to me.
It ain't there.
This is why you gave it to me. All right, why are we missing race 2, Tassie? Well, anyway, well, what a great race 2 was. Anyway, race 3, Phil Ashland, Andrew Bird, Otis Caldwell, Andy Bennett, Anthony Very, Neville Rattray and Nichols rounding out the top 7 again.
As you'll notice, no Tothy, he missed this one, and
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen on his Facebook post, he was saying, you know the feeling you get when you didn't enter a race meeting and you come in and you wish you did, because I think he had something planned or whatever and he couldn't make it, but he was quite upset that he couldn't race with the boys and continue their battle up the front there with the 3 of them. So
I have that feeling.
I'm sure he'll be back in, what is it, November 21st, yep, Baskerville.
Yep.
And Sue Ashton messaged before, Baskerville's definitely a driver's track, so
Yeah.
not a horsepower track, Wayne.
Oh, well, there you go.
I told you.
All right, settle down. If you think about time you've been right once in your life, I suppose. We've done race 3. I'm over race 3.
There was no race 2.
No race 2. Race 3. Guess what? Phil Ashland won again.
No way.
No, I'm telling you, mate, it's right here. He's won again. Otis Caldwell this time second. Bird, Bennett, Very, Rattray and Nichols rounding out the top 7.
Wow.
7 cars. Mate, like I said, I know that the numbers aren't what you call massive, but Tassie's been quality over quantity by far.
Well, I'm impressed with what they've done from where they were 18 months, 2 years ago. They were having terrible numbers, and they've come back. They've got some really good racing. The racing's, you watch, as you can see from some of the footage that goes on there, it's fantastic racing, and they're just a good bunch of blokes, and they're having fun in their HQ race
exactly.
cars. So good on them.
So,
I'm dead set. I'm going in January. We're coming.
Yep.
I'm coming down.
That's it. Andrew Bird unfortunately had a DNF, so he didn't qualify. But guess what? Ashland. Ashland won again.
No way.
Neville Rattray second.
No way.
Yeah, no, it was good. That's the quality of the field is pretty good. So obviously, Neville Rattray, then Bennett, Anthony Very, Otis Caldwell finished 5th. So I don't know what happened to him, but he must have had a slip up or something like that. But yeah, he had one of the fastest times there. He had a 1:12.9. Ashland was the fastest at 1:12.7. So again, Andrew Bird had a 1:13, and unfortunately he DNF. So probably Otis took him out. Dirty driver, the Viking. Dirty. I mean, I don't know, but we'll blame Otis. Otis, you rat bag.
What do they used to say? Give him the.
Oh, there. That's whose car's that? Bird. Give him the Bird.
Good looking car.
Oh yeah.
Very good looking car.
There's a photo of him off the track because Otis pushed him somewhere. You just can't see that, but I'm pretty sure that Otis at dirty.
Give him the gears.
Dirty Viking.
Give him the gears.
Give him the gears. Yeah, lovely.
One of his best.
Yeah, that's all right. All right, so again, like I said, they've got one more round to go. Moving on, let's go to Queensland.
Do you not listen to anything I tell you?
What?
We got here today. I said I got all the results. Anyone I couldn't get was Queensland.
No, I knew
You don't listen to me, do you? You just go. Yeah,
well, slow down.
Yeah. No worries, Bucko.
Slow down. I did hear. I just wanted everyone to know that you didn't do it, and it's his fault, not mine. Godfather, Joe, the Godfather, his fault, not mine. His. He had one job, man. One job. They've got. What are you sucking in the big ones? I can't hold it. Anyway.
Don't need to suck in.
I'm telling you, I need a dietitian. If anyone knows a dietitian that can help, or a surgeon maybe.
What did you say before? I think he's going to rattle when he walks. Cholesterol.
Oh. Listen.
High blood pressure.
Hey, I reckon I'm the only HQ race driver that's got a pillbox for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What tablets I've got to take? I'm on cholesterol tablets. I'm on blood pressure tablets. I'm on heartburn tablets, and I'm now type 2 or whatever type 2 diabetes, insulin resistant.
That's not funny, but
I'm falling apart. And I had something wrong with my gut. I mean, besides it getting bigger, swelling, but
you're hilarious.
Anyway, so Brandon Madden is on top of at Queensland. They do have one more round to go, and that is at the 23rd of October this weekend. Big round this weekend for the Queenslanders, and they are rating at QR.
Just quickly,
Queensland
before we go any further, there's just a message there from Phil Ashton that I think Jake Madden won that round. Is that correct? Could someone confirm, deny? Because that's a very good effort if Jake did win it.
Which round?
I'm just looking at it here.
We didn't get the what? Okay, so look, we'll cover that next round anyway when we cover the Queensland. But I think you're right. I think Jake Madden did win that round.
Wow.
Or did he win that 1 hour? Didn't they have their 1 hour race?
Yeah.
And I think he won the 1 hour.
Brandon and Scott did, didn't they?
No, I think it was.
Anyway, I'm sure they'll let us know.
Yeah, look, thinking back, someone will let us know for sure. The 1 hour, yeah,
The 1
Jake,
hour.
1 hour.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the 1 hour.
Well done.
Well done, Jake.
Massive.
Beating Brandon. Your shit, bro.
Big news up there this week too in regards to series sponsors for next year. They've got some really big names on board again, and that's great effort from those guys.
I'd have to a big shout out to Tegan up there.
Does a fantastic job.
She's on fire. Look, Dan. It's not just her. It's also the whole of the Queensland committee and that. They're doing great things up there, promotion-wise for HQs.
It's one of the big sponsors, Petters.
Yeah, look how good that car looks.
Yep.
I believe that's the ex Leighton Cranbrook car.
It definitely is.
So, and like I said, Brandon Madden on top, 369. Justin Van Twest, 270. Joe Andreski, the Godfather, in third, 251. Right behind him is Scott Andreski, his son, nephew, cousin, brother, all that, or whatever they say. And Dion Sidoni ran out the top 5 at 241 with 1 round to go in the championship, which is this weekend coming up. So big round for the week.
Where's that one this weekend? Where's it?
At QR. At QR.
Queensland Raceway.
Although Brandon's pretty much got a chokehold on the championship with 369. He's still dirty on me for not recognising him at the Nationals 2 years ago. I didn't pick him for the top 5 drivers.
Didn't you?
No. Well, I didn't know much about him, to be quite honest. But he has proved me wrong.
Absolutely.
Can drive.
I think he's won every race. I think he's won every race since.
Can drive. And
him and Phil Ashton, good mates too, but dominant in their states at the moment.
Yeah.
Like we have down here with Brett Osborne. There's some dominant drivers around the country, and those three are certainly on top.
Yeah.
And good blokes.
Yeah. Thanks, Frenchie. Let us know. Yeah, the 1 hour. Again, Queensland guys, great numbers up there, going well. Hopefully we can produce. I suppose the big talking point is now on HQs is what they're currently worth now. Prices have gone through the roof. I don't know what's happened. I don't know what. I mean, has COVID done something that we don't know about? I mean,
everything's gone up.
Cars have gone from
everything's gone up.
an average. You could buy an average car for 6,000 to 7,010 tops.
Yeah.
You'd buy a front.
2 years ago, you could do that.
You could buy a front running car.
15 grand.
12 to 15 grand it'll put you in the top 5.
Now you won't get a.
Now you're lucky to get a car that run in the bottom 5 for 15.
You're lucky to get a car that's running for 15.
Yeah, I mean,
because honestly,
what's going on? If we miss something as COVID, I mean.
Mate, it's everything. It's collectible cars, old whole everything's just gone ballistic through the roof in regards to pricing. And honestly, mate, if you can find a good rust-free shell for anywhere around 5 grand, it's a bargain because they're just not out there.
Oh look, we do know, and the worst thing that we want to hear is someone buying a race car and then turning it into a street car, which happens. I mean, Rob's car, his old car that he just had, we found out that that's turned into a street car.
Yep.
Rob Joyce had a lot of
unfortunately,
cars.
there's plenty of them that are doing it, which doesn't help. Obviously, help our category, but unfortunately, we have no control over it. But I know the guys that are out there who've still got them and still race them and not looking at getting rid of them anytime soon. And if they do, they might just keep them themselves and put them away, and maybe one day, bring them back out. And I think it was one of our old members who lives in Victoria. He had one. He put it back on the road. And as I said, the money they're getting for them at the moment is just freaking crazy.
I suppose, does that lead us into the next conversation of, are we heading in the right direction with changes for the cars? I mean, what changes do we need? Do we need to make any changes to the car at this stage to attract more people?
No.
Is that a question for the future to ask? I mean,
the problem in attracting new people at the moment, Wayne, is what we're just talking about, is cost, because we used to be an entry-level motorsport, and you could buy a cheap car for 5, 6, 7 grand, and you could go out and you could race it and you could do all the stuff, you know what I mean? And now unfortunately that's not possible.
no.
And even with the XLs being an entry level, that you can't go out and buy them for 5 or 6 grand ready to race either anymore. They're always, they're going to be over 10 grand. But unfortunately, it's just there's not a lot that can be done. I don't see an answer to it. I don't think there's any any way around it. But in saying that, I know there's a couple of guys in New South Wales that are coming to join us this year, which have bought cars to race, and so it's not completely dying out. If anything else, New South Wales is still going strong, and as you can see by the numbers, other states are improving theirs as well. There's still cars in the garages. There's plenty of cars in garages that people have had for years and years and years that haven't been raced, and every now and then they pop up on social media for sale or whatever, and they're asking big money. Whether or not they're getting it, I don't know. And well,
Rob Joy, the photo of Rob Joy.
Yeah.
All those cars. It's on.
I can't say that that's excites me, but anyway, each to their own.
20 something. Oh, yeah, there you go. From 10,000 up to 32,000 cars are available.
Yeah.
And I mean, how old that one is, I'm not sure, because I know
that's Scott Cameron's old car.
Yeah.
In the front there, but anyway.
I mean, look, it's a shame that it's got to that. But the question, I suppose, then, in the future, are we going to be lucky to have a category, a standalone category, or do we look at in the future? Is it something we look at where we might have to go to a historics or something like that down the line?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the last thing we want to be doing. We want to have standalone.
I don't know if
we want to keep standalone,
but we're always going to be standalone. Even if we went to historics, we would race as the HQ class in historic racing. It wouldn't be racing with other historic cars. It would be the HQs. But anyway, I think at the moment we're still fine. We've still got enough.
That's exactly right.
Until that changes, well, then I think we'll have to worry about it then. But we are still the longest one-mate category ever to race in the country, and I think we'll always be that. And
there we go. Ryan Woods has a quick car for sale, and it's pretty reasonably money. There you go. Woodsy, what's Woodsy selling? I thought he wanted to keep racing. What's going on? There you go. Wouldn't sell Joel's for less than 30k, Bruce Heinrich. Well, that's different.
That's right. That's
a national winning car.
That's the money that you like. Mate, you look. How long ago? Would it be 6, 7, 8 years ago? John Baxter went and bought Stoopman's championship winning car or winning car, and at the time it was 18 or 20, and we all went far out. That's massive money, but
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. And it's the nature of the beast, isn't it? Really. At the end of the day, you pay for what you think is right, and if you're happy for what you pay, it doesn't matter what the price is. If you're happy to
if someone asked me what they thought Bruce would sell that car for, I would say I reckon it'd be 30 grand. It's spot on. That's what it is. And if you want to be, you spend that, the big money to get the best car.
It's a proven car. When you see things like that, they're proven cars, and the drivers,
But don't worry, he can drive too. So they both can drive. Him and his son. But
yeah, 100%.
It's certainly a very good car.
Oh, there you go. Ryan,
and it looks good too.
Ryan has a couple of cars, but you can only drive one at a time, I suppose. But look, if there is cars out there, get in touch with people, get them out there. Whether it's too late for you this year or not, there's still some, like I said, some absolute fantastic race meetings available this weekend. Queensland this weekend. You've got Victoria's coming up. Can't emphasise this enough. If you want to race in the Sandown Historic Weekend, which is the 7th of November weekend, the 5th, 6th, 7th of November at Sandown, the entries close Friday. Get in touch with Victoria Racing. You can do that on their website or their Facebook page.
Or Ray
Jardine or Andrew McLeod. And for the guys that are interstaters, this is free entry. Right? Free entry to an unbelievable event. And if you haven't been to one of these, it is packed out. I think the only thing is, and I'm not trying to put a down on it, is on how many people they might cap. How many people go to the event?
Well, mate, let me tell you, they can have 10,000 at the races there. So,
well, that's it. If you think you can have so many, I mean, yeah. again, I don't know what Victorian government's like.
Yep.
But if they cap it,
Dictator Dan.
yeah, Dictator Dan.
I'll just tell you, I got a message from Ray Jardine yesterday. It says, from midnight tonight, fully vaccinated people entering Victoria from Greater Sydney region will no longer have to complete any time in quarantine or get tested for COVID-19. So you can travel there now and clear the race. So if you haven't done it and you want to do it and it's free, well, maybe it might be something we'll want to look at.
Yeah. Well, Ty, how are we going?
We're getting told we're done.
Cool. So, geez, we've done all right for the first show back.
We said we won't last half an hour.
But again, and if you can't make that, well, then there's the 4 hour. The 4 hour is a massive event. So, guys, team up, get down there. It's been a shit of a year, but if we can all get together and have a great weekend away racing, let me tell you, Sandown, if you can't do Sandown, Winton is absolutely brilliant.
I can't, I'm sure Wayne will agree, but I can't reiterate it enough what an event that is and what a weekend it is. And if you haven't done one, you've got to do at least one, because it's pretty special. Some great cars, great drivers, great fun, great atmosphere, and 4 hours of 4 hours of race time, or more than that, because you get qualifying and also get sprint races as well. It's pretty special. So, if you see on the screen there is the Victorian Facebook website. So jump on there or contact Ray Jardine or Andrew McLeod and yeah, get an entry in. It is one not to be missed.
Absolutely. So again, we just want to say thank you to all our sponsors for sticking by us through this COVID time, and again we wanted to say, if you're struggling out there, please get in touch with the right people. Ring somebody. Give us a call. We don't care. I don't mind. Give me a call.
I told you, Wayne will talk all day.
You know, if you're struggling out there, there's always someone. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. And you know, seek help, because there's always a better life with more people in it, especially HQ people. So, again, to all our sponsors: Osborne Transport, Harvey Towing, CR International, Asset Plumbing, Howell Automotive, Southern Suns Landscape, Mini Creek Concrete, Command Digital, Hands On First Aid, Ready Strip, Priceless Images, and Equity View Constructions, Tyre Power Victoria, and Dart Racing. Thank you very much for your support. Without your support, HQ Xtra doesn't exist, and we can't make our category as good as what we'd love to make it. And that's all we'd love. We love doing it because our passion. Get our sport up there, and again, can't wait to see you all at the track real soon too. Again, Bucko, thank you very much for joining us.
Mate, it's good to be back. Good to see you.
Great to be here.
Good to see everyone, and yeah, I hope you're all doing well.
Again, if there's anything you want us to, let us know. If you want us to promote something or you wanted to get it out there, please let us know. To Bucko, who's not here, he does great things behind the scenes at Facebook. You know, he'll get that out there. To our great producers behind there, Jeff, that's got a head like a sore smash crab, I should say. That's why he's behind the camera, not in front of it. And we've got the Poof Panel Puncher from Putney. Rob's going to go on to Queensland. Thank you guys for all your hard work and coming back. And again, everyone, like, share, get it out there. Let everyone know that HQ Xtra is back, and we can't wait to get to your track and start racing with you all. That's it. Anything else to add, mate?
Mate, I'm going to add just again, that race meeting, don't miss them. I think you can't say it enough. HQ 4 Hour at Winton is a place you want to be and a place you want to race at. So just do it. I promise you. I promise you won't be disappointed. And if you need any help with the track, Wayne's more than happy to help you out.
Yep, absolutely. Again, we threw the show real quick together. So again, thank you everyone that's helped us out. We just quickly got this done in the last couple of days. So we'll get better as time goes on. Now that COVID's, we're in freedom, as they say now. So again, thank you very much, and remember, if it ain't pinging,
keep it singing.